massive tractor tire was rolling down the road at an incredible speed, and it slammed right into the elderly gentleman. The force of the impact was absolutely brutal, and in that moment, God used his faithful old dog, because what this loyal animal did next will completely surprise you. His beloved old caramel-colored dog, a mixed breed, quickly found his owner lying motionless on the cold, hard ground. The desperate little creature, realizing the gravity of the situation, immediately set off running in a frantic search for any kind of help. He was pulling at the men's clothes, barking loudly, trying to lead them to his owner, but no one seemed to understand what the dog was trying to convey, until a young boy finally noticed his distress and decided to follow the animal. The boy ran with his dog straight to the location, and with great urgency he carried the old man to the physician who worked on the farm. The doctor performed a thorough examination, but sadly shook his head, explaining that it was already much too late. The man had passed away. Sometime later, the executor of the will assembled all the employees working on the estate and informed them, as you are certainly aware, our beloved employer, the master of this house, had no direct descendants or heirs. He was an extremely wealthy man, and during his lifetime he specifically requested that should anything ever happen to him, I was to arrange this very special banquet and present all of you with a crucial choice. Placed upon the table before you were two distinct options: a substantial amount of money and a holy Bible. Make your final selection without any fear or hesitation, the executor then clearly instructed. The banquet has already been guaranteed. The present is a completely free choice for every single individual. The very first person to step forward and volunteer was the gardener. Sir, I express my gratitude for the banquet and the present, but this small volume would be of absolutely no practical use to me at all. It is quite obvious that I shall choose the money. The second person to speak was the cupbearer. Sir, with all due respect, do you honestly truly believe that I am some kind of a fool? I am an intelligent man, and it is precisely for this very reason that I am choosing the money. The third individual to speak was the cook. Sir, I absolutely love reading gossip magazines. If this were one of those, I might actually consider choosing it. But this is just a boring, plain Bible. So, I choose the money. When it was the fourth employee's turn, the executor stepped forward quickly. Hey, young man, I know that you are the poorest of all the servants here. I will give you the money right now. It will be very useful for you and your entire family. But to the great surprise of everyone, the young man replied, that is true. This money would certainly help my family a great deal. But since I was a small boy, my mother taught me that the word of God is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. The temptation before me is great, but I must choose the Bible. Profound and heavy silence suddenly took hold of the entire room. What a complete and utter fool you are, shouted the steward. But when he opened the Bible, the young man discovered two separate envelopes inside. The first one contained a very large sum of money, an amount that was exactly 10 times greater than what the other young man had received. The second envelope held the farmer's last will and testament, which declared that his entire inheritance and estate would be left to the poorest of the young man. The boy then read aloud, Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will make your paths straight. But I want to see who has the courage to share this video. Always remember this. God himself clearly declared, if you are ever ashamed to acknowledge me, then I will also be ashamed to acknowledge you before my Father.